Welcome back to A Book a Day podcast, a place where we discuss books and stories. And as you know, this week we are discussing a book called Our Favorite Indian Stories. And in this book, there are multiple short stories from various Indian languages translated into English. And today I've got not just one, but two short stories. They were originally written in Sindhi and have been translated into English. The first one is called The Statement, written by Gobind Punjabi. And this is the story that I'm going to narrate here first, and then we'll go to the second one, which is called The Claim. So, without any delay, let me start narrating this short story called The Statement, written by Gobind Punjabi. Here we go. If you are a resident of Bombay, you must have some time or the other seen the railway bridge at Kurla. The railway bridge, extending from Kurla West to Kurla East, is gigantic. It is a big slum area where there are no hutments as such, but where thousands of people live. Each has occupied his own area and built his hutment like house there. They cook and eat there. They conduct their business also there. They produce their children there. Some take to begging. Some go out in search of some work throughout the day. Some sell cheap wares there. In short, everyone, after loitering all day, comes back to one's abode in the night. If some stranger occupies someone else's place, then there is a big quarrel. Between the two, one would be wounded or even die, and the other would go to prison. India became independent 40 years ago, but still today, crores of people, homeless, unemployed, and suffering from various contagious diseases, are living a life of hell. In the corner of that Kurla bridge, there lived a young, dark, and ugly girl. Apart from her black color and ugliness, she was young, and youth is after all youth. Tall, young, and full bodied, she used to get up early in the morning and start collecting papers, plastic pieces, torn bags, and rags lying on the road, and in the evening, having filled her garbage bag, she would hawk her wares and earn around 10 rupees every day. After the day's hard work, she did not like to cook food. She would buy 2 small loaves of bread and a cup of tea. After satisfying her hunger, she would lie down comfortably. She had to get up again at 4 in the morning, and hence, as soon as she lay down, she was so much overcome by sleep that she would never be aware of the babbling noises of thousands of people around her. Born in such hutment, she had grown up there. She did not know anything about her parents. She only remembered that since childhood she had been doing some work and laboring hard labor, sometimes for others and sometimes for herself. All her life she had known only hard work. That is why by evening she would be bone tired, and hence as soon as she finished her food she would go off to sleep. Quite late one night she felt someone trying to molest her. First, she felt someone's hands on her legs. She got up, startled, and found that a stout person was trying to put her on the ground and rape her. There was no time to think. Mustering her courage, she kicked the man between his legs so powerfully that he let out a painful shriek and fell down. The girl's feet struck the genitals of the man with such force that he started bleeding. As soon as the man fell down, the girl got up and started running in fright, dashing against some people sleeping soundly. In no time, several people had woken up from their slumber. Having noticed that a man was lying dead in a pool of blood, they started intuitively following the girl. The girl, having crossed the bridge from the west side, went into Nehru. She was tired after the run and began puffing heavily. At last, she fell under a tree, exhausted. It was still dark. Having rested for a while, she again started running. A policeman on night duty, thinking her to be a thief, caught hold of her. Once a young girl comes into the hold of the police, what happens to her is left to one's imagination. "Give your statement," she was asked in the morning. The girl remained quiet. "Give your statement, otherwise we shall beat you." Even then, the girl remained quiet. The girl was brought before the magistrate on the charge that she had murdered a man on Kurla Bridge. The magistrate also asked the girl to give her statement. The girl, losing control over herself, shouted, "So many policemen have taken statements from my body. You also need a statement? I have no statement to make. You may do whatever you want." "But what you have done that the police has brought you here?" The magistrate inquired with firmness. "I collect rags on the roads. I am a destitute and live on Kurla Bridge. That night, when I was sleeping peacefully, someone tried to rape me, and in order to save myself, I made my man invalid with my kicks. That is all. That is my fault." The magistrate, considering the youth and age of the girl, took mercy on her and sent her to prison only for 7 years. And that's how the story ends. As you can see, tells you about the dark side of a big city like Bombay. So that was one story, the statement. The next story is called The Claim written by Narayan Bharti. Once again, let me narrate the story for you. The Claim by Narayan Bharti. "Brother, who gives claim here?" Johamal asked of those standing in the veranda of the camp number 2 office. "Uncle, no one gives claim. The claim is to be put in." Smiling at the innocence of Joharmal, one of the men remarked, "Uncle, come here." Beckoning him, one of the persons sitting with the typist said, "I'm also putting in the claim. This officer is typing it out." "Brother, we don't even know how a claim is to be put in. My son studies in an English school. But here, the officers have their own requirements. Later on, they will say that this is not done, that is not done. That is why I said, when there are so many other expenses, writing charges of a rupee or two by this officer will not make us poorer. Come and sit here." One of the persons beckoned to Joharmal. "Oh God!" Sitting on the bench, Joharmal said, "Yesterday, Manikamal was saying that the government will give compensation for the property left behind. That is why government is getting in writing to assess how much is left. I thought, since we have forsaken so much property, why not give it in writing?" Taking out a beedi from his pocket, Johamal said, "Brother, do you think the government will count money and give cash? These are all only estimates, but everyone is in a fix. If we don't give in writing, and then by good luck if the money is paid, then everyone will taunt and curse us. So let us remove this anxiety, then whatever is destined will happen. Even if we don't get anything, we shall not be worse off than what we are now, said one of the older men. The typist continued typing and simultaneously kept on murmuring. The public road in the west, Khan Muhammad's building towards east, the caravanserai of Seth Fagunmal. In the north, the area 2000 square feet, two-storied. Then he turned his eyes at the people sitting there. One by one, he typed the claim forms of all. Then turning to Johormal, he asked, "Yes, sir, now you tell me." "Brother, whatever you ask me, I shall answer. We have left our world, our honor, our friendships, everything of ours is left there. When will government or God have mercy on us and we shall again inhabit our homes?" "Yes, uncle. What is your name?" "Name? Sir, my name is Johormal." The typist, making a sound of tick, tick on the typewriter, repeated, "Johormal. Yes, uncle. Johormal. Son of?" "Johormal, son of Bhai Vasiomal." The typist again began typing and asked, "What is your surname?" "Nangdev. Nangdev is my surname." The typist typed it. "Okay, where did you stay in Pakistan? Which taluka and district?" "All right. Village Hala, taluka Kambar, district Larkana." The typist kept on typing. "Have you brought the details of your property?" "What details?" "Details such as how many acres of land, how many houses and their location, total area and the estimated value, whether the land was leasehold or outright purchase, if it was purchased, for how much. For proof, have you got any documents or receipts from the revenue officer for the payment of taxes? What was the total value of the land? All these details are required." Uncle Johormal was stupefied. All these things were new for him. He thought, "I have not brought anything." Manikamal was saying that whatever you say, he will go on writing. But here, "But I'm sure all a Sindhi. After all, it's a Sindhi. Is it not sufficient proof?" Seeing Uncle Johormal immersed in thoughts, the typist again asked, "How much property have you left in Pakistan? How many houses and other property?" Reacting as if he was suddenly awakened from a dream, Johormal said, "Brother, say like that. My dear friend, you confused me. Okay, right? Johormal, son of Vasiomal, surname Nangdev. I have left all Sindh in Pakistan. I am now putting in the claim that the whole Sindh should be given back to him. The proof of it is that Johormal is Sindhi, his language is Sindhi, and his culture is Sindhi." "Uncle, how can that be written? How much belongs to you?" "What have I left in Sindh? I have left my Sindh. If it is not my own, then whose is it? We Sindhis have left all comforts and have come here, and still you are asking what have I left there? If you are thinking that I don't remember Sindh or that I am forgetting it, then my dear sir, you are wrong. Never entertain such ideas. Each nerve of ours is sinking with memories of Sindh. I am Sindhi and Sindh is mine. I have a right to put a claim for it. We hear that Punjabis got Punjab, Bengalis got Bengal. Then what crime have we committed that we did not get our Sindh?" Johormal asked emotionally. All those who were sitting there started laughing. Even the officer was smiling. "But you be the judge," turning to all, Johormal said. We all have left our Sindh. Is the officer asking you the same difficult questions? Or taking me to be an old man, is he making fun of me?" No, no, uncle, I'm not joking. I'm telling you honestly that it is a rule of the government that anyone who has left personal property can put in a claim for it and not for anything else. See, everybody has put in a claim for his own houses and lands. Topanmal, son of Godumal Premchandani of village Sajwal, Taluka Mirokhan, district Larkana, two houses, one storied, area 2000 square feet, facing west, and land 50 acres. Total property worth about rupees 15,000, and he has put in a claim for rupees 15,000. Joharmal's face became pale. He had never even thought or dreamt that Sindhis would forget their Sindh like this, and each would go his own way. Then, turning to the officer, he said, "Are you not Sindhi? Were your forefathers not Sindhis? Did you not drink water from the river of Sukur? Did you not bathe in Sindhu river? And still you say that I cannot put in a claim for Sindh? Our ancestral Sindh, where our forefathers lived their life, where we grew up, have we no right over it? I shall not be able to meet my brothers again, Rajab, Ramzan, and Mehboob, the barber again. Can I get back their friendship?" Joharmal once again became emotional. Tears came to his eyes and his face became flushed. "But uncle," stopping the typist in the middle, Joharmal said, "Let it go, sir. Let it go. I have not to put in any claim. Let it go to hell. For what else shall I put in my claim? What particulars can I give you? My friendship was greater than my fields. It was my native place. It is because my son-in-law forced me and the daughters cried bitterly that we migrated. Otherwise, I would never have left Sindh." The typist realized that what Uncle Joharmal had said was 100% correct. The true claim is that we get our Sindh back. He too had many friends in Sindh, Anwar, Hussain Ahmad, all with whom he used to go to Ramzan garden for a stroll. He loved Nooran, the niece of the head of the village, Haji Urs. When he was coming to India for the last time, Nooran had told him, "Don't forget me. If Allah wills, you will come back soon and inherit these fields and buildings." All this flashed through his mind. The whole map of Sindh rose before his eyes, fields, friends, and the whole community. He thought, Korea was also partitioned like this, and even today the people are fighting for united Korea. Suddenly, the typist said, "Yes, uncle, we shall surely go back to Sindh. Sindh is ours, yours, and of every Sindhi. Your claim is right. It is the true claim. It may be wrong in the eyes and books of the government, but it is a real and original claim. It is not only your claim, but mine, and also of every Sindhi. Uncle, don't be disappointed. The time is not far off when all Sindhis will wake up from their slumber and put in their claim for Sindh, the claim for Sindhiyat. When there will be true democracy in India and Pakistan, this artificial wall will be demolished, and you, all of us, shall certainly get our claim." And so ends the story. As you can see, it's on the theme of the partition of India and Pakistan, and millions of people, they had to leave their homes behind. And this story captures that emotion. People left everything behind. They left their worlds behind. And surely many of them did get their compensation. But it was not enough. It could never be enough. So those were the two stories for today from the book Our Favorite Indian Stories. And I will continue this journey I will continue reading more stories from this book in the coming episodes as well. So now I'll take your leave and I'll catch you the next time with another story from the book. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.